I dealt with that so much, and me and my wife had to learn that. It's because just because something's easy for you doesn't mean it's easy for the other person.
Right.
And you have to acknowledge when they do something that they struggle with, even if it's simple, putting the dishes away, putting this there, doing something that they told you that they would do, because they always forget most of the time and they never write it down. It's like you have to acknowledge that, oh yeah, I see you, like I see you making improvements. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Because when I've gotten the response sometimes like, I mean, that's what you're supposed to be doing anyways, it shuts me down. I'm like, well, you know what, then what's the point? You know, and I shut down. So it's like that all that goes into just communication. And I think that, do you find when you're in your sessions that that's mainly the thing that you're working on when it comes to it most of the time is just how do you communicate with each other?
Comprehension and communication.
Yeah. What are you feeling? How did that make you feel? Like we talk about if somebody's not doing something for you, when you don't do this makes me feel this way. And now we can process your feelings as opposed to talking about the actions. Because we can fix the actions. But let's talk about the feelings behind it, and because that's the way you're responding. And I do need appreciation when I do that. Because this was an issue that we talked about when it wasn't done. So let's have the same energy when it was.
I love that, because even when you tell somebody how you feel, once you tell them how you feel and you take away the action, the person may be like, I didn't even know that made you feel that way. And that wasn't my intention to make you feel that way. Now, I might have still intended to do the action, but I didn't know the action made you feel that way. So that's important to communicate that feeling.
And also the difference between intent and impact, right?
Explain
intention. So when somebody says what you did hurt me, it's like, that wasn't my intention.
I didn't mean
take
it.
away the impact.
And
sometimes we sit in the intention so much because we don't want to take ownership and accountability of what we did harm somebody. So you know what? That did do that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it a different way. What's a better way for me to do that? Because the impact is deeper than the intent.
For sure.
So that's why y'all got to get a therapist. This is why y'all need it. You see how it's very simple with the few words and the tone. That's what I appreciate about mental health clinicians, everyone who supports that community, because if you just do the work, you will realize like, yeah, that was so wow. Like it is not as complex as we sometimes again make it out to be. I mean, nail on the head. It's like, I'm sorry. Whether I meant to do it or not, I'm sorry for how I made you feel. I apologize. And then that extra question, because I think that's the one that we all forget. How can I do it better? What's a better way? How would you better receive this? So I don't have to guess. Give me the playbook. I want to know how to run the plays with you y'all don't twist that, not in a manipulative way.
Right.
I need to understand you, because how am I actually going to do life with you if I don't understand the plays?
Right.
How can you really be a successful athlete or anything if you don't know how to do it? You have to learn how to do it.
But I did want to go back really quick, because one thing I
course.
want to say is that the brain process is a 5 to 1. When you say 5 to 1, for every criticism, there needs to be 5 different things that we appreciate about the person. That's how we process those things. So if I hear a criticism and I don't hear any appreciation, I don't hear any acknowledgement of the good things that I'm doing, then the brain is going to deteriorate and disconnect from who that other person is talking to you and what they give you.
That is,
Because that's unsafe, right?
and it's called
It's 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense. That makes
So is
much
it
sense.
practically, if I'm criticizing or delivering criticism to my partner, is it that, famous sandwich method? Is that the thing that we should be using? Or like, what does that look like to have the criticism, but then follow with the appreciation? Like, what could that practically look like?
So it can be within that conversation, but typically just in general, we need to be acknowledging our partners.
Got you.
Right. What did you do today? Today, when you did this made me feel so good. I was thinking about the other thing you did that day, and that just made me feel good. So now I'm acknowledging, I'm appreciating my partner. That's how we get into absolutes. you never tell me this. You always do this. And then we're disputing absolutes.
Yeah.
Because we don't hear enough of the good things about each other.